Who am I? In a world characterized by profound uncertainty, unrelenting competition, and a ceaseless tide of change, the human mind instinctively seeks refuge in the creation of identities. These self-constructed identities offer us a sense of belonging, purpose, and structure in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. The mind clings to these identities as a means of making sense of a complex world, seeking a sense of belonging and stability amidst life's uncertainties. I am from here, I follow this faith, or I belong to this community, become the markers that help us define ourselves. However, the allure of superficial identities often proves illusory. In our attachment to these constructs, we tend to confine our awareness and self-perception. By defining ourselves through a narrow lens, we overlook the boundless potential that lies within. The true essence of our being transcends the confines of any specific identity. It is expansive and unbounded. It transcends the boundaries of societal roles and personal narratives. It is not confined by time, place, or external labels. In the realm of spirituality, the journey into self-identity extends far beyond the labels and roles that society may impose. It invites us to embrace the eternal essence of our being, to discover the uncharted territories of our true self. This journey leads us to the core of our existence, to the recognition that our identity isn't confined by the boundaries of time, place, or societal constructs. By dismantling the superficial identities that we have clung to, we create space for self-realization. The true identity lies beyond these constructs, in the boundless realm of the eternal soul. The path of spirituality calls upon us to distinguish the transient from the eternal, to discern the superficial from the profound, and to uncover the true self-identity that transcends the limitations of the temporal world. We must seek to unveil the authentic essence that dwells beneath these surface-level distinctions. This essence isn't bound by time, place, or societal roles. It is infinite and boundless. The journey into self-identity, based on spiritual teachings, encourages a shift in focus from the superficial to the profound. It challenges us to disentangle ourselves from the illusory attachments of identity and embrace the boundless potential of our authentic being. This quest is not a mere intellectual pursuit. It is a lived experience, a recognition that our true essence is eternal and infinite. In the ordinary course of life, we often identify ourselves with roles, relationships, and external labels. However, Ramana Maharshi, Indian spiritual teacher, invites us to turn our gaze inward, directing our attention to the source of our thoughts and the one who observes them. The process of self-inquiry is not about accumulating knowledge or adopting a new belief system. It is a direct and experiential investigation into the nature of our own consciousness. Ramana Maharshi's emphasis on self-inquiry is rooted in the belief that our true nature is obscured by the layers of egoic identity and conditioned thought patterns. Ramana Maharshi encourages us to ask the question, "Who am I?" The question, "Who am I?" serves as a catalyst for self-discovery, not in the conventional sense of defining oneself by societal roles or personal narratives, but as a means to dissolve the very sense of the questioner. By repeatedly asking, "Who am I?" with a genuine intent to explore rather than answer, the seeker begins to peel away the layers of conditioned responses and cultural programming. The aim is not to replace one set of beliefs with another, but to go beyond belief altogether, to a direct experience of one's true nature. In conventional self-reflection, there is a tendency for the mind to construct narratives, create stories, and cling to a sense of identity. However, Ramana Maharshi's teachings prompt us to go beyond the storytelling mind and directly experience the pure awareness that underlies all thought. In this way, self-inquiry becomes a process of unlearning, a shedding of the layers that obscure the innate brilliance of our authentic being. As the layers of conditioned identity are peeled away through sustained self-inquiry, a profound revelation occurs: the discovery of the eternal essence. Ramana Maharshi refers to this essence as the I Am, a state of pure existence devoid of attachment to temporary identities. The eternal essence uncovered through self-inquiry is not a distant or esoteric concept. It is the very core of our being, the unchanging witness to the ever-changing panorama of life. This realization brings a profound sense of freedom as we disentangle ourselves from the limitations of societal roles and personal narratives. In recognizing the eternal essence within, we discover a source of unshakable peace and joy that is independent of external circumstances. The body, a vessel for our earthly existence, is bound by the primal instincts of survival and procreation. Its understanding is limited to the cyclical processes of ingestion, excretion, and respiration. The body's awareness extends from the moment of birth to the inevitable march towards death. However, in the journey of self-discovery, we question whether I am merely the sum of these biological functions. The answer lies in recognizing that the true self transcends the body's temporal and limited understanding, reaching towards a consciousness unbounded by the constraints of physical existence. The vital life, composed of nature's instincts and our emotional responses, often binds us to the ever-changing currents of joy, sorrow, wants, desires, likes, and dislikes. Our interactions with the environment shape this vital aspect, leading to conditioned responses that are relative and fleeting. The inquiry into the true self prompts us to question whether I am synonymous with these transient impulses. As we delve deeper, we realize that the authentic self is not a mere echo of external influences, but a self-sustaining entity, unaffected by the ebb and flow of changing circumstances. The mind, a realm of discernment and division, categorizes experiences into dualities of good and bad, right and wrong, sin and virtue. However, in the journey of self-discovery, we recognize that the true I is not subject to the ever-changing panorama of the mind, influenced by external stimuli and the constant interplay of ideas and notions. The mind is a cross-section of diverse influences. The authentic self, however, stands above this incessant clash of thoughts, untouched by the ceaseless fluctuations of the mental realm. As we ascend through the layers of body, vital life, and mind, we arrive at the realization that the true self is beyond these transient identifications. It is a pure conscious state, untouched by the limitations of our earthly existence. The real self stands above all, an eternal and unchanging essence that transcends the temporal and relative aspects of our being. By dismantling superficial identities and recognizing our unity with the divine, we unveil the boundless potential of our authentic self. In this discovery, we find a profound connection to the infinite, expanding our perception of the eternal essence that resides within us.